We're just 1 week away from SCTECH 2024, and PIET BUYCK is one of the great speakers who will share their knowledge during the Supply Chain Technology Conference. He will be addressing one of the hottest topics right now, using AI and Gen AI in demand planning. Thank you, PIET, for joining us. Could you please introduce yourself?
My name is PIET BUYCK. I'm based in Antwerp, Belgium. The last 20 years, I worked in different generations of AI, starting with demand sensing, which was basically trying to understand other signals than just the past. Then about 5 years ago, started my own company to grab the latest evolution in artificial intelligence and introduce that in a way that the planner could be in control to grab those benefits that existed before but are only available in black box. And then when the company got acquired, I'm now part of the Logility team to drive forward the next generation of AI and especially Gen AI.
Could you tell us what's the current state of the art regarding artificial intelligence in demand planning?
It's a very good question. So first, let me start. Artificial intelligence has always been part of supply chain and planning because people had to solve the problem. What's the demand going to be? What do I need to schedule? But it was always confined to specialists who were bringing in data, and then nobody knew how, but they came out with a forecast using statistical models, and then try to align the whole organization around it. And still for large, this model is still being used in a lot of organizations because it is anchored in their technology and is anchored basically in the setup. But AI, of course, and everybody remembers 2023 when all of a sudden ChatGPT came to market. It kind of changed the whole picture. Everybody now wanted to use the natural language, to interact with data, and they could, It was a kind of an iPhone moment. It was, I can ask a question, and then the AI would give me an answer. More than just scheduling, it really is something that helped me to understand the world. And if I didn't understand it, I could ask a second question. So you have like two very important elements, and you had a vast amount of data where people could make sense of, and then secondly, they could make sense of in their own world. That makes me fast forward to our presentation that's coming up. Now, if you have that capability, then all of a sudden, this complexity that you used to have in supply chain, where you have all these silos, and these silos are cross-functional silo, let me say, like sales, they're very specialized, marketing, they're very specialized, and they have to. But in the end, they have to create a plan, and getting that plan together and understanding what the reasons are behind. All of a sudden, if you can create a language in which everybody can express how they see the world and understand that impact on the supply chain, and then use this generative AI with ChatGPT environment, then you become a whole new world because you now have a process where you're not dependent anymore on very specialized people. You have a process where in natural language, very complex data and very complex technology can be brought together, which can reduce substantially the cost, of doing things and understanding what's happening in the world.
I totally agree with you that ChatGPT was a game changer. The perception everybody has about AI changed a lot, although AI is nothing new to improve supply chain processes and demand planning. But it really shifted the mindset because everybody thought about it as something only data scientists or analysts were able to deal with. And now, if you can interact with something in a natural language, I think that's really important because sometimes the challenge is not that the technology is capable of doing something. It's the challenge is people able to get the most out of the technology.
Exactly. Can I just jump in on that? Because I think that's the core of what I'm going to talk about. Before you had people and technology. Now technology is almost like people. It will be your assistant. It will be your co-worker. Technology will start doing work for you. It will keep you in control because in the end, humans have to make the final decisions. But you will get assistants, AI assistants that will help you to make reports, to make work that used to take a lot of time, and that will create a landslide novelty and change in organization where you have to learn things. It will be a change where you become part of things because the natural language, of course, makes it so easy.
Yeah, I think it's we're living in a very interesting time because, like you said, it's with ChatGPT we had this iPhone moment and everything changed. Now we cannot think about our lives without a device like a smartphone. And I think maybe later the way things are evolving now in the business environment are also going to change.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the way you interact with something, you will be very surprised 20 years from now, and even 10 years, say 3 years from now, people will find it abnormal if they have to type in something on a screen. They will just say things. And they will understand it. I think everybody already understands that AI is going to be a game changer. The only question most people have is how. So what I would like to contribute is to give a glimpse on the how is already here, and that people will, our organization will compete not only on technology and insight, but also compete on processes. Who has the most efficient process to deal with the changes of the world, and that will be a game changer. And how that is, that I think something that might be interesting for our participants.
I look forward to your presentation during SCTECH 2024.
Yeah, really looking forward to talk about this.
Register now at sctechshow.com.